Is fruit silently weakening your legs? You might be eating something healthy that's making your legs weaker without even realizing it. Ellen, a 68-year-old retiree living in a quiet town in Ohio, does everything right. She doesn't smoke, she doesn't drink, she eats clean, and goes on her morning walks religiously. Each day begins with what seems like the perfect breakfast: a bowl of oatmeal topped with a few slices of pineapple, a banana, and a handful of grapes. She genuinely believes she's giving her body the nourishment it needs. But then, something strange begins to happen. Lately, Ellen's legs have started feeling sore after even the shortest walks. Stairs feel steeper than they used to. Getting up from a chair takes just a bit longer. Her lab tests come back: normal, no diabetes, no osteoporosis, no heart issues. So what's going on with her legs? The answer might surprise you. It's that bowl of fruit. Not all fruit is healthy, especially after 60. In modern nutrition culture, fruit is practically a symbol of health. It's natural, sweet, full of vitamins, and recommended by just about every dietary guideline. But here's what most people never hear. Not every fruit is suitable for aging bodies. Many fruits are high in natural sugars like fructose, acids such as citric and malic acid, and have a high glycemic index, GI. These factors can quietly trigger inflammation, joint discomfort, poor blood circulation to the legs, and even interfere with mobility in seniors. Can fruit be the reason your knees ache or your ankles swell? If you're over 60 and have started noticing tired, heavy legs after minor activity, morning stiffness in your knees, slight swelling around your ankles by the end of the day, it might not just be age. It could be the types of fruit you're choosing every day. Welcome to Healthy Aging Bites. I'm Dr. Susan Miller, a specialist in senior health and founder of the Healthy Aging Bites channel, where we share science-backed practical nutrition tips tailored specifically for adults over 60. After over 20 years of working with older adults, I've seen something heartbreaking: people who eat clean and do all the right things but still get weaker day by day. Why? Because they've been eating foods that are marketed as healthy but are quietly working against their aging bodies. A controversial truth that needs to be told. I understand it may sound strange, even ridiculous, to suggest that fruit, something so natural and pure, could be harming your legs. Many people would say, there's no such thing as bad food, only bad diets. I get that, and I partly agree. But when you're over 60, your body doesn't process food the same way it used to. Circulation slows down, metabolism slows down, joints become more vulnerable to inflammation. Fruits you once ate freely might now be causing swelling, joint pain, or nighttime leg cramps. The warning signs most people miss. The problem is that fruit doesn't cause pain right away. Its effects are slow, subtle, and easy to overlook. A dull ache in your calves, a stumble you chalk up to clumsiness, that heavy feeling in your legs after a healthy meal. All of these could be signs that something seemingly innocent is slowly draining your leg strength. Take action, because your legs are your independence. If you're still reading, chances are you care deeply about your health, your freedom, and your ability to move confidently through life. So before we go any further, I want to ask you to do 3 quick things. Like this post or video. Share it with someone you care about. Subscribe to Healthy Aging Bites for more senior-specific health guidance. Your support helps us keep sharing valuable content and might just help someone else avoid a subtle but serious mistake. Your journey starts here. 7 fruits to rethink after 60. In this video article, I'll walk you through 7 fruits that seem healthy, but may quietly harm your leg health. Why they affect people over 60 more severely than younger adults. And what fruits you should eat instead to keep your legs strong, joints flexible, and energy steady. Stick with me. You're just a few small changes away from stronger steps, less pain, and better mornings. Aging doesn't mean giving up. It means getting smarter, choosing foods that work with your body, not against it. Dr. Susan Miller, Healthy Aging Bites. Fruit number 1, pineapple. The tropical mistake. It looks refreshing, but is this tropical fruit silently weakening your legs? Let's talk about pineapple. It's juicy, it's tropical, it tastes like summer in a bite, and it's been praised for years as a natural anti-inflammatory, thanks to a compound called bromelain. Many believe it helps with digestion, swelling, and even arthritis pain. But here's the truth that most seniors aren't hearing. For people over 60, pineapple may be doing the exact opposite. Yes, this sweet golden fruit may be silently contributing to increased joint pain, heaviness in your legs, swelling in your ankles, and poor circulation that makes walking more tiring than it used to be. Let me explain why. What makes pineapple problematic for seniors? 1. It spikes your blood sugar fast. Despite being natural, pineapple is high in natural sugar, especially fructose. 1 cup of fresh pineapple contains about 16 grams of sugar. For older adults with slower metabolism and more delicate blood vessels, that sugar surge can be a problem. Here's how. Your blood sugar rises rapidly. Your body releases a burst of insulin. This can cause inflammation, sluggish circulation, and less oxygen getting to your legs. The result? A dull ache in your calves after walking. Stiff knees when standing up. Tired, heavy leg 7 when you haven't done much. 2. It's highly acidic. Pineapple has a low pH, meaning it's acidic. For seniors with arthritis, joint inflammation, or sensitive stomachs, the acids in pineapple can irritate already inflamed joints, particularly in the knees, hips, and ankles. Imagine pouring lemon juice on a paper cut. That's what pineapple acid can feel like to inflamed tissues inside your joints. 3. It interacts with common medications. If you're on blood thinners, anti-inflammatory drugs, or blood pressure meds, bromelain, the very compound in pineapple that gives it anti-inflammatory fame, can interfere with how your medications work. It may increase the effect of blood thinners, raising bleeding risk, weaken the effect of certain anti-inflammatories, or cause your medications to work too strongly or not at all. And worst of all, you may not even realize it's happening because the effects are slow and subtle. A real story. I thought pineapple was helping me. One of my patients, Betty, 72, came to me with persistent ankle swelling and unexplained leg fatigue. She walked daily, drank plenty of water, and ate what she believed was a clean, anti-inflammatory diet. Her breakfast? Greek yogurt with pineapple every morning. It's supposed to be good for arthritis, right? We removed pineapple for 3 weeks and replaced it with blueberries and a few walnut halves. Within days, her legs felt lighter. By the end of the 3rd week, the swelling was gone, and her stamina while walking had noticeably improved. Warning signs: pineapple may be affecting you. Swollen ankle 7 when you've been sitting. Legs that feel heavy after eating. Stiff knees or joints when standing. Nagging calf pain after short walks. A feeling that your legs are slower or weaker than they should be. Better alternatives to pineapple. Want something sweet and anti-inflammatory but safe for your legs? Try, instead of choose, pineapple, 16g sugar, high acid. Blueberries, low sugar, rich in antioxidants. Cherries, help lower uric acid. Kiwi, vitamin C rich, but gentler on joints. These fruits won't spike your blood sugar, don't irritate joints, and may even boost circulation to your legs. Final thoughts from Dr. Susan Miller. You don't have to fear fruit. You just need to know which ones are right for your body now. At age 60 and beyond, what you used to tolerate easily might now be working against you. Pineapple isn't bad, but for aging joints, slower circulation, and more sensitive blood vessels, it may no longer be the right fit. And knowing that can make all the difference. Strong legs start with smart choices. Don't let a healthy habit quietly steal your mobility. Dr. Susan Miller, Healthy Aging Bites. Next up, fruit number 2, banana, the muscle imposter. Is your favorite potassium-rich fruit secretly causing stiffness and swelling. You might be surprised. Fruit number 2, banana, the muscle imposter. It promises strength, but could be quietly stealing it from your legs. Bananas, a muscle, boosting superfood or a hidden cause of stiffness and swelling after 60. For decades, bananas have been branded as the perfect snack. Easy to peel, soft and gentle on digestion, packed with potassium, supposedly good for muscles and preventing leg cramps. Sounds ideal, right? But here's the hard truth. For older adults, bananas might not be the muscle supporting miracle they appear to be. In fact, they could be silently contributing to leg heaviness, fluid retention, and post-meal fatigue. Let's unpack why. What makes bananas problematic for aging legs? 1. Fast digesting sugars equals blood sugar spikes. Bananas are high in natural sugars and simple carbohydrates. Just one medium banana has approximately 14 grams of sugar, 27 grams of total carbs, a glycemic index, GI, of approximately 62, which is relatively high for a fruit. When you eat a banana, especially on its own, your blood sugar rises quickly. Insulin floods your system, and afterward, your energy drops and inflammation rises. For someone over 60, these frequent blood sugar spikes can impair circulation, contribute to joint inflammation, cause muscle fatigue in the legs, even after light activity. 2. Fluid retention, especially in the lower legs. Bananas are rich in potassium, which is typically a good thing. But in aging bodies, especially those with heart concerns, kidney function decline, or on certain medications like ACE inhibitors or diuretics, high potassium intake can trigger water retention in the legs. That can mean puffy ankles by late afternoon, legs that feel tight or hard to bend, a dull ache after meals or short walks. 3. The illusion of health while fatigue creeps in. Bananas give a short burst of energy, but not the sustained, balanced support aging bodies need. And because they're often eaten alone, before exercise, or as a quick fix snack, they often cause energy crashes, followed by heaviness or stiffness in the legs. Many seniors I've worked with say the same thing. I thought bananas were helping me, but I kept getting more tired and my legs just didn't feel as strong. Real case. The more I ate bananas, the heavier my legs felt. Thomas, a 70-year-old former firefighter, came to me feeling frustrated. He walked daily, stayed active, and kept his diet simple. Each morning, he had a banana with coffee and toast. Post-walk, another banana as a muscle snack. But over time, he noticed mild swelling in his ankles, leg fatigue after even 15 minutes of walking, and the worst part, feeling slower and heavier despite staying active. We paused bananas for 2 weeks and swapped them for half an avocado, healthy fats plus potassium, a few blueberries or slices of pear for light sweetness. Within 10 days, Thomas reported, no more ankle swelling, and my legs? Honestly, they feel lighter than they have in months. Warning signs bananas aren't working for you. Legs feel heavy or stiff after eating. Swelling in the ankles or lower legs, especially by evening. Morning stiffness in calves. Feeling crashed an hour after eating a banana. Cramps that bananas should help but don't. Better alternatives to bananas, especially if you're 60 plus. Instead of, try this. Banana, high sugar, quick energy spike. Avocado, potassium plus healthy fats plus anti-inflammatory. Blueberries, low sugar, good for circulation. Pears, sweet, gentle on blood sugar, helps with hydration. Combine any of these with a small handful of nuts or a boiled egg to keep blood sugar steady and energy even. Dr. Susan Miller's final word. Bananas aren't bad, but they may not be the best fit for your body after 60. As we age, our energy systems need slower burning fuel, not sugar spikes. The key is not cutting out fruit, but knowing which fruits give you strength and which ones take it away. You might be surprised what happens when you start paying attention. What you eat after 60 either strengthens your steps or slows them down. Choose wisely. Dr. Susan Miller, Healthy Aging Bites. Up next, fruit number 3, grapes, the tiny inflammatory trap. They're small, sweet, and heart-healthy. But could a handful of grapes be making your legs swell and your joints burn? Fruit number 3, grapes, the tiny inflammatory trap. Sweet and innocent? Maybe not for your joints and circulation. They look harmless, but could these bite-sized snacks be causing that throbbing in your knees or feet? Grapes are almost too easy to love. They're small, juicy, sweet, and easy to snack on. They're praised for being heart-healthy, rich in antioxidants, and often seen as the perfect grab-and-go fruit. But if you're over 60 and noticing achy joints, morning stiffness, burning or tingling in your toes, or swelling in your feet after sitting for a while, it might be time to take a closer look at your fruit bowl, especially if grapes are a regular guest. What makes grapes a risk for older adults? 1. High fructose equals high uric acid. Grapes are high in fructose, a natural sugar that your liver processes. Unlike glucose, fructose doesn't fuel your muscles directly. Instead, it gets metabolized by the liver, converts partially into uric acid if consumed in excess, and that's where the problem begins. High uric acid levels are directly linked to joint inflammation, gout flare-ups, and that infamous burning pain in your big toe or ankle. Even if you don't have full-blown gout, chronic low-grade uric acid buildup can quietly inflame your joints and reduce your leg mobility over time. 2. Grapes fuel chronic inflammation in aging bodies. Fructose doesn't just raise uric acid, it also triggers oxidative stress, low-level systemic inflammation. This kind of inflammation doesn't always feel dramatic, but it adds up. You may experience slight stiffness in the knees, a dragging feeling in your thighs, a warm sensation in your feet or toes at night. These might seem like minor nuisances, but for many older adults, they're daily signs that inflammation is simmering below the surface. 3. Too easy to overeat equals hidden sugar overload. A cup of grapes contains 15-20 grams of sugar, mostly fructose, little fiber or fat to slow the sugar's absorption. And let's be honest, who eats just 1 cup? Most people snack on grapes like popcorn. A few turns into a handful turns into half a bag. Suddenly, you've had 50+ grams of sugar, and your joints and legs are paying the price. Real story. I thought grapes were helping my heart, but my feet told me otherwise. Elaine, a 66-year-old retired teacher, came to me with stiffness in her knees every morning, occasional sharp pain in her big toe at night, and a growing feeling that her legs just didn't recover like they used to. She was doing everything right, eating clean, walking daily, avoiding processed foods. Her go-to snack? Grapes. I keep a bowl in the fridge and snack throughout the day. It feels like a healthy treat. We replaced the grapes with a small serving of cherries, lower in fructose, help lower uric acid, and blueberries for antioxidant support. Within 2 weeks, Elaine reported, the toe pain stopped. My knees feel better in the morning. I still snack, but smarter now. Warning signs: grapes may be affecting you. Burning or throbbing in your toes, especially at night. Mild swelling in your feet or ankles. Stiffness in knees or hips in the morning. A creeping sense of heaviness or tightness in your lower legs. Increased joint discomfort after fruit-heavy snacks. Healthier alternatives to grapes for people 60+. Instead of choose grapes, high fructose, high sugar; cherries, lower uric acid, anti-inflammatory; blueberries, antioxidant rich, low glycemic; pears, hydrating, fiber rich, gentle on joints. Final thoughts from Dr. Susan Miller. Just because it's small doesn't mean it's harmless. Grapes aren't bad, but for aging bodies prone to inflammation and joint pain, they may not be the innocent snack they appear to be. Especially when eaten in excess, grapes can quietly raise uric acid, spike sugar levels, and leave your legs aching more than they should. If you're noticing warning signs, try a 10-day break. Your joints will tell you everything you need to know. At 60 and beyond, what feels light on the tongue can still be heavy on your legs. Choose what supports you, not what slows you down. Dr. Susan Miller, Healthy Aging Bites. Aid. Next, fruit number 4, watermelon, the fake hydrator. It's 92% water, but is it helping you hydrate or quietly spiking your blood sugar and tiring your legs? Fruit number 4, watermelon, the fake hydrator. Is this summer favorite actually draining your energy instead of refreshing you? Cool, juicy, and deceptively healthy. But here's what watermelon may really be doing to your legs. Watermelon screams health. It's light, it's hydrating, it's low in calories. And during the summer months, it feels like the perfect way to cool down and cleanse your body. But if you're over 60 and experiencing leg fatigue, swelling around your ankles, a heavy feeling when climbing stairs, or joint stiffness after meals, you might be surprised to learn that your innocent watermelon habit could be part of the problem. Let's break down the truth about this hydrating fruit. Why watermelon can backfire on aging bodies. 1. It has a very high glycemic index, GI. Watermelon has a GI of around 70-80, which is considered high. That means it spikes your blood sugar quickly, like a piece of candy. Your body responds with a surge of insulin, then comes the energy crash, inflammation, and sometimes even joint flare-ups. In people over 60, who often have weaker insulin sensitivity, slower circulation, pre-existing inflammation in joints or tissues, this blood sugar spike can lead to poor circulation in the legs, cause fatigue in your calves or thighs, increase swelling in feet or ankles, especially after meals. 2. It's just water, but without fiber or balance. Yes, watermelon is 92% water, but what many don't realize is that it also contains approximately 17 grams of sugar per 1 medium wedge. Virtually no fiber, protein, or fat to slow digestion. That means all that sugar hits your bloodstream fast, and especially when eaten alone or in large portions, which, let's be honest, is easy to do with watermelon, it acts just like a sugary beverage. 3. Triggers inflammation in the lower extremities. Watermelon's rapid sugar release can worsen edema, fluid retention in the feet and lower legs, tissue inflammation around the knees and ankles, muscle soreness or stiffness after minimal activity. It's no coincidence that some older adults say, "My legs feel tired and tight after a summer bark even when I haven't done much." The culprit? Often the massive slices of watermelon they had with lunch. Real case. Watermelon was my go-to. Then I noticed my legs were always puffy. Marjorie, 64, came in with a simple but frustrating complaint. "My ankles swell up almost every afternoon, and I feel so drained after just grocery shopping." She wasn't on any new meds. Blood pressure was fine. But one thing stood out in her food journal. Watermelon. Every day. Sometimes for breakfast. Sometimes after dinner. Always in large portions. We cut back to 1-2 servings a week. Small, not giant slices. Replaced with pears and cantaloupe. Within 10 days, the swelling significantly improved, and she felt less weighed down after meals. Signs watermelon might be draining you. Fatigue or weakness in your legs after eating. Swelling in the ankles, especially in the evening. Feeling bloated or puffy in your lower limbs. Needing to sit down and rest more often than usual after meals. A sense of heaviness when climbing stairs. Healthier alternatives to watermelon. Instead of, try this: watermelon, high GI, sugar heavy, cantaloupe, Still hydrating, but gentler on blood sugar. Pears, mild, hydrating, helps stabilize energy. Kiwi, sweet tart, lower GI, high in vitamin C and potassium. Pro tip: pair these with protein or fat, like a boiled egg or a few nuts, to slow sugar absorption and protect your energy levels. Final thoughts from Dr. Susan Miller. Watermelon isn't evil, it just isn't as safe as it seems, especially for aging bodies. In younger years, your body could handle a summer fruit, sugar bomb, and recover in no time. But after 60, your circulation, insulin response, and joints aren't as forgiving. What feels refreshing in your mouth may be inflaming your joints and slowing down your legs. Hydration matters, but what hydrates your taste buds may not always hydrate your body. Dr. Susan Miller, Healthy Aging Bites. Next, fruit number 5, oranges. The acidic attack on aging joints. Oranges are packed with vitamin C, but could that morning glass of OJ be irritating your joints and making movement harder? Fruit number 5, oranges. The acidic attack on aging joints. Good for your immune system? Maybe. But bad for your knees and hips? Quite possibly. Is your morning glass of orange juice quietly making your joints stiff and sore? Oranges have been a symbol of health for decades. They're juicy, vibrant, and packed with vitamin C. From breakfast plates to immune-boosting drinks, oranges are everywhere in a healthy lifestyle. But here's the part no one's talking about. As you age, citrus fruits like oranges may begin to work against your joints instead of for them. If you're over 60 and notice morning stiffness in your knees, dull hip pain after sitting too long, a weird, aching feeling in your ankle after your daily walk, it may be time to reevaluate that daily glass of OJ. How oranges can cause trouble for aging joints. 1. High in citric acid, a joint irritant in sensitive bodies. Oranges are loaded with citric acid, which can irritate already inflamed joints, may worsen discomfort for people with arthritis, bursitis, or even mild joint wear and tear. In younger bodies, the acid is no big deal. But after 60, your joint tissue becomes thinner, drier, and more reactive. That means citric acid doesn't just pass through it, can stimulate inflammation and stiffness in delicate tissues. Ever feel like your knees are creaky or tight after breakfast? That might not be the weather. It could be the orange you had with your toast. 2. Oranges plus natural sugar equals inflammation combo. Even though oranges aren't overly sweet, one medium orange still has about 12 grams of natural sugar. And when juiced, that number goes way up to 26 grams per glass. Combined with the citric acid, this creates a double whammy for inflammation. Sugar spikes your insulin. Citric acid irritates joint lining. Result? Inflamed, stiff joints that feel sore before your day even begins. 3. The healthy habit. That's hard to blame. The problem with oranges isn't that they're junk food, they're deceptively healthy looking. So when your legs or joints feel worse, you don't question them. That's what makes them sneaky. Aches build gradually. You blame aging. But in reality, your daily orange juice habit might be putting a little more pressure on your joints than you realize. Real story. Every morning I started with orange juice and my knees paid the price. David, 69, came to me frustrated. He was active, walked daily, and maintained a perfect diet. Yet, his knees felt locked in the morning. He couldn't sit for long without stiffness in his hips. He chalked it up to getting older, until we looked at breakfast. Every day, a glass of orange juice, an orange or a citrus smoothie. That's a lot of acid and sugar all before 9 a.m. We switched him to a pear and ginger tea combo with protein and a handful of blueberries. 2 weeks later, I was getting up easier. My knees didn't creak. I didn't feel so rusty anymore. You'd signs oranges might be making your joints worse. Stiffness in the knees or hips after meals. Dull, aching pain when you sit for long periods. Sore joints when you wake up, especially after a healthy breakfast. Feeling inflamed, swollen, or sore even without heavy activity. Smarter citrus alternatives, without the acid overload. Instead of choose orange or orange juice, kiwi, high in vitamin C but gentler on joints. Pears, cooling, hydrating, low acid. Blueberries, anti-inflammatory, low sugar impact. These fruits offer the same antioxidant support, but without the acidity that can aggravate joint. Final thoughts from Dr. Susan Miller. Vitamin C is essential, but how you get it matters. As we get older, it's not just what's healthy, it's what's healthy for your body today. And oranges, despite their benefits, may no longer be the best match for joints that need gentler care. A morning ritual should energize you, not leave you aching by noon. Dr. Susan Miller, Healthy Aging Bites. Next, fruit number 6, green apples. The sour threat to your legs. Crisp and tart, often seen as the healthy choice, but could that green apple be causing your leg cramps and stiffness? Fruit number 6, green apples. The sour threat to your legs. They look clean and healthy, but your joints may not agree. Crisp, tart, and less sweet green apples seem like the perfect fruit for health-conscious seniors. But is their acidity causing more harm than good? Green apples have earned a reputation as the smart fruit. Lower in sugar than red apples, high in fiber, packed with antioxidants, and let's face it, they feel like the healthier choice. But if you're over 60 and have noticed achy hips or thighs after meals, leg cramps at night, tight knees when walking, it might be time to ask, is that green apple causing more stress than strength? Why green apples may not be ideal for aging bodies. 1. Malic acid, tart taste, tough on joints. That sour kick you get from green apples? It's from malic acid, a naturally occurring compound that gives them their tart flavor. While malic acid may be harmless in small amounts for younger people, for seniors it can irritate the lining of your stomach, inflame already sensitive joints, contribute to soreness in the hips, knees, or ankle, especially if you have any form of arthritis. Over time, the accumulated acid may increase your discomfort without you realizing the cause. 2. Still contains sugar, and you may be eating it alone. Green apples are often marketed as low sugar, and while they have less sugar than red apples, they still contain about 10-12 grams of natural sugar per medium apple. The problem? They're often eaten solo, as a snack or bedtime bite. Without protein or fat to buffer the sugar, this can spike and then drop your blood sugar, leave you with tired, cramping calves, trigger nocturnal leg cramps or restlessness at night. 3. They're a common nighttime snack and that matters. Many older adults grab a green apple before bed because it feels light, but this might be when it's most likely to increase acid reflux, disrupt restorative muscle recovery, trigger overnight inflammation in joints. One of the most common things I hear: I wake up at 3 a.m. with calf cramps. I thought it was hydration, but now I wonder. You might not connect that 9 p.m. apple to your 3 a.m. muscle spasm, but your body does. Real case. I ate green apples every night until I realized they were causing my leg pain. Rose, 67, a retired nurse, came to me with persistent tightness in her thighs, nighttime leg cramps, and sore hips that made mornings feel like a chore. She had no obvious medical conditions, was hydrated, and took her magnesium. But her nightly habit? 1 green apple. We swapped her bedtime snack for half a pear or a few slices of avocado with a sprinkle of sea salt. Within 1 week, the cramps vanished. Within 3 weeks, her hips stopped aching in the mornings. Liber 14. Signs green apples might be aggravating your legs or joints. Nighttime leg cramps despite good hydration. Achy hips or thighs after meals. Tightness in the knees when walking. Soreness or a warm feeling in your feet or joints. disrupted sleep due to muscle tension. Better alternatives to green apples that won't sabotage your legs. Instead of, try this, green apples, high malic acid, moderate sugar. Pears, gentle, hydrating, low acid. Avocados, healthy fat, potassium, no sugar. Blueberries, anti-inflammatory, easy on joints. Pair these with a protein source like a few almonds or a slice of cheese to improve stability in blood sugar and muscle function. Final thoughts from Dr. Susan Miller. Healthy doesn't always mean harmless, especially for aging bodies. Green apples look clean and simple, but when your joints are more sensitive and your metabolism slower, even the most innocent snack can have unexpected effects. You don't have to give them up forever, but it may be time to give your legs a break and see how your body responds. Food isn't just fuel, it's feedback. If your body's complaining, it's time to listen. Dr. Susan Miller, Healthy Aging Bites. AG next. Fruit number 7. Mango, the sugar bomb you didn't expect. It's sweet, tropical, and feels like a treat, but this summertime favorite might be silently inflaming your joints and overloading your nerves. Fruit number 7. Mango, the sugar bomb you didn't expect. It tastes like a treat, but could it be secretly fueling inflammation and nerve discomfort? Sweet, soft, and full of tropical charm, mango feels like the ultimate healthy indulgence. But is that sweetness actually stressing your joints, circulation, and nerves? Mangoes are often considered a natural dessert. They're juicy, rich in vitamins, and make you feel like you're doing something good for your body while enjoying something delicious. But for older adults, especially those over 60, mangoes may be doing more harm than you realize, particularly to your knees, your hips, and even your feet and toes. What makes mangoes problematic for seniors? 1. Loaded with natural sugar. Let's start with the numbers. One medium mango contains approximately 45 grams of natural sugar, which is more than a full-size candy bar. For younger, active bodies, that sugar can be burned off quickly. But for those over 60, metabolism slows down. Insulin sensitivity weakens. The result? A fast spike in blood sugar, followed by an inflammatory crash. And inflammation? It hits joints, muscles, and even nerves, especially in your lower extremities. 2. Aggravates joint and nerve pain. Many seniors dealing with arthritis, neuropathy, or circulatory issues in the legs report symptoms like burning in the toes, aching in the knees or hips, tingling or heaviness in the legs. These are all signs that sugar and inflammation are agitating already sensitive areas. Mango may seem light, but your body treats it like a high sugar load, which can fuel nerve irritation and fluid retention. 3. Easy to overeat equals easy to overload. Here's the trick with mangoes. They taste light, they're soft, and they don't feel like you're eating something heavy. That makes it dangerously easy to overdo it. One slice becomes 2. A bowl of mango chunks after lunch turns into dessert. And before you know it, your legs feel swollen and your joints feel tight. Real story. I loved mangoes, but my feet were always swollen. Carol, 65, loved making tropical smoothies. Every morning she blended half a mango, banana, orange juice, and a little honey. She thought she was doing everything right, but her body told another story. Her toes burned at night, her feet swelled by evening, and her knees ached after just 10 minutes of walking. We eliminated the mango for 14 days and replaced it with papaya, low sugar, anti-inflammatory enzymes, berries, low GI, great for circulation. In just 2 weeks, she said, my legs feel lighter, the burning in my feet is gone, and I don't feel inflamed after breakfast anymore. 2. Signs mango may be working against you. Burning or tingling in your toes or feet, swelling in the ankles by afternoon, tightness or pain in knees and hips, fatigue in your legs after eating, feeling overheated or bloated in the lower body. Fruit swaps for a happier body. Instead of choose mango, high sugar, inflammatory. Papaya, enzymes soothe digestion. Low sugar. Blueberries, regulate inflammation and circulation. Avocado, zero sugar, healthy fats for joints and nerves. Pro tip: if you're craving a tropical vibe, try blending papaya with coconut water and mint. You'll still feel like you're on vacation without stressing your body. Final thoughts from Dr. Susan Miller. Just because something's natural doesn't mean it's harmless, especially if you're over 60. Mango is delicious, no doubt, but it's a sugar bomb dressed in a fruit's clothing. And for seniors dealing with even mild inflammation or nerve issues, that sugar rush can slow you down for hours or days. You don't have to fear mangoes, but you do need to be aware of how your body reacts and eat with intention. You deserve to enjoy food, but also to move freely, walk confidently, and live pain-free. Sometimes that means choosing smarter sweetness. Dr. Susan Miller, Healthy Aging Bites. Up next, fruits that heal, the best anti-inflammatory fruits for stronger legs. After 60, not all fruit is bad. Some can actually strengthen your legs, reduce joint pain, and improve circulation. Let's explore those next. Fruits that heal, the best anti-inflammatory fruits for stronger legs. After 60, yes, some fruits don't just nourish you, they actually fight pain, reduce swelling, and keep your legs strong. Not all fruit is the enemy. In fact, some may be the best medicine you're not eating enough of. After learning about the 7 fruits that can quietly work against your mobility, energy, and joint health, it's time to flip the script. Because here's the truth. Fruit isn't the problem. The wrong kind of fruit, in the wrong body, at the wrong time is the problem. The good news? There are fruits that do the opposite. They reduce inflammation, improve circulation, stabilize blood sugar, and support joint and nerve health, especially in the legs and lower body. Let's explore the top healing fruits for adults over 60 and how to use them wisely to regain your energy and walk with confidence. 1. Blueberries, the anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Why they're great? Packed with anthocyanins, natural compounds that fight inflammation. Low on the glycemic index, GI approximately 53, meaning they won't spike your blood sugar. High in antioxidants that protect blood vessels and joints, help maintain healthy circulation, especially in small leg vessels. How to use them? Add 1/2 cup to your morning oatmeal. Blend into a smoothie with chia seeds and Greek yogurt. Enjoy as an afternoon snack with a handful of walnuts. Blueberries are like a daily multivitamin for your blood vessels. Dr. Susan Miller. 2. Cherries, the joint soother. Why they're great? Contain compounds that help lower uric acid, which can trigger gout and joint pain. Rich in antioxidants and polyphenols that reduce inflammation, especially helpful if you have knee, ankle, or toe stiffness. How to use them? Eat fresh or frozen, unsweetened. Stick to 10-12 cherries per day. Avoid canned versions packed in syrup. A few cherries a day may keep the joint pain away. Dr. Susan Miller. 3. Avocados, the joint cushioner. Why they're great? Full of monounsaturated fats that reduce inflammation. Help protect cartilage and joint lining. Contain magnesium and potassium for muscle and nerve health. Won't spike your blood sugar. How to use them? Add 1/4 to 1/2 avocado to salads or toast. Mash with lemon and olive oil as a healthy dip. Blend into smoothies for a creamy texture without added sugar. Avocados don't just feed you, they protect you. Dr. Susan Miller. 4. Pears, gentle, hydrating, and blood sugar friendly. Why they're great? High in soluble fiber, which helps stabilize blood sugar. Contain flavonoids that fight oxidative stress and inflammation. Naturally hydrating, helping reduce swelling in lower limbs. easy on sensitive stomachs and joints. Omj, how to use them. Eat raw, sliced with nut butter or plain. Dice into oatmeal or salads. Poach with cinnamon for a soft, warm dessert. Pears are the quiet heroes of senior nutrition. Dr. Susan Miller. 5. Papaya, the enzyme-rich inflammation fighter. Why they're great. Contain papain, a natural enzyme that aids digestion and reduces inflammation. Gentle on joints, and rich in vitamin C and A to support cartilage health. Great for people with arthritis, sluggish digestion, or sore muscles. Omj, how to use them. Eat a few slices with breakfast. Blend into smoothies with lime and mint. Avoid unripe or green papaya, harder to digest. Papaya helps your body process inflammation so it doesn't stay stuck in your joints. Dr. Susan Miller. 6. Kiwi, vitamin C without the acidic burn. Why they're great. Contains more vitamin C than oranges, but with less acid. High in fiber and antioxidants to support immunity and nerve health. Gentle on joints and digestion. Supports collagen formation for joint integrity. I double. How to use them. Eat 1 kiwi in the morning or after lunch. Mix with yogurt or slice into salads. Peel or eat with skin for extra fiber. Kiwi gives you everything oranges offer, without attacking your joints. Dr. Susan Miller. Pro tip. Combine your healing fruits with healthy fats or proteins. Doing this helps. Slow sugar absorption. Improve nutrient uptake. Keep energy levels stable. Smart pairings. Blueberries plus almonds. Pears plus Greek yogurt. Avocado plus hard-boiled egg. Kiwi plus pumpkin seeds. Dr. Susan Miller's final word on healing fruits. It's not about avoiding fruit, it's about choosing the fruits that work with your body as it changes. What you ate at 30 won't always serve you at 60, but that doesn't mean eating has to be restrictive. It can be empowering. With just a few small swaps, you can walk longer, stand stronger, sleep better, and enjoy your favorite routines with less pain and more energy. When you give your body the right fuel, your legs carry you farther than you thought possible. Dr. Susan Miller, Healthy Aging Bites. Coming next, our closing message: your legs, your independence, your power. A heartfelt wrap-up to everything we've covered and how you can start making powerful changes today. Closing message: your legs, your independence, your power. One small change at a time can carry you a long, long way. If you've made it this far, it means you care. You care about your health. You care about your strength. And you care about keeping your independence, freedom, and dignity as you age. That tells me one thing. You're not here to settle for getting older. You're here to age smart. Maybe you saw yourself in Ellen's story, the woman who exercised, ate healthy, but couldn't figure out why her legs kept feeling weaker. Or maybe you've been waking up stiff, needing to sit more often, or noticing that your favorite walks feel harder than they used to. If so, I want you to know something. This isn't just aging. It's a wake-up call. Your body is talking to you. That swelling in your ankles, that burning in your feet, that heavy, dragging feeling in your thighs, these are not just symptoms of getting older. They are signals, warnings, messages that something in your routine, even something as small as a piece of fruit, may no longer be serving you. And that's okay, because the power is still in your hands. For your legs carry more than just your body, they carry your life. Think about it. Every step you take is a step toward independence. Every grocery trip, every walk to the mailbox, every stroll in the park with your grandkids, they all depend on your legs. And your legs depend on you. When you fuel them right, treat them gently, and support them with the foods that fight inflammation and promote circulation, you don't just walk easier, you live better. Let's recap what you've learned. Some fruits, though healthy on the surface, can silently trigger inflammation, joint pain, and fatigue, especially after 60, you now know the top 7 fruits to avoid or moderate and why they cause problems. You've also discovered healing fruits that work with your aging body, not against it. You've learned how small food swaps can bring big relief and big energy. And more importantly, you've learned that age doesn't make you powerless. In fact, it makes you wiser and more capable than ever. What you can do today: revisit your grocery list to replace trouble fruits with healing ones. Listen to your body, notice how your legs feel after each meal. Start small, one fruit swap, one change, one better choice at a time. And most of all, keep moving, keep questioning, keep learning. We're in this together. If this guide helped you, please leave a comment or review sharing what you learned. Share this video or article with someone you care about. And subscribe to Healthy Aging Bites so we can keep bringing you tips that help you live stronger, longer, and wiser. Your voice matters, your health matters, and your mobility is worth protecting. Aging isn't a loss of youth, it's a gain in clarity. And the clearer you see what your body needs, the farther your legs can carry you. Dr. Susan Miller, Healthy Aging Bites. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring. And thank you for taking your health into your own hand-sewn smart bite at a time. Stay strong, stay steady, stay you.